Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberian TV network. Today is December 18, 2024, and we are right here on Broad Street to actually bring you all of the major happenings, breaking news in regards to our current situation in Liberia. Again, if you are following us from any part of the world, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Princess K. Dikabo coming to you live. We just have a few more days to the Christmas, and as you can see, definitely. Monrovia is getting Gen Pack. Many are trying to actually get few things for their kids, for their family, and so many things. So, a lot of things have happened in Liberia and continues to happen. Let me just provide you details with regards to what is currently unfolding in Liberia. Yesterday, there was this massive protest called March for the White Tuesday. And that particular march was led by Representative Saah Foko of District Number 9, Representative Yeke Koloba from District Number 10, and others, key influential, including the former presidential aide Kalasco, who was yesterday arrested. Yesterday, what happened, it was really terrible, it was really bad. We don't know where Liberia is really heading to. We don't know what is really happening to our country, but this is a major concern that we all as a Liberian definitely have to be concerned, because these are ways in which unrest definitely can come into a country wherein there is no political stability, there is no security stability, and many more. But however, many have applauded the security force like yesterday, especially the police, for restoring calm, because Monrovia was like a no-go zone yesterday. The city was really, really scary, and people were not actually moving on a daily routine. There was a huge traffic. So yesterday, during the protest, there were, according to Front Page Africa, there was a live bullet shot as well that led to some individuals being killed. And also yesterday, we saw some videos flotation on social media wherein some protesters who actually went to protest were flogged. According to some of the video that we saw, they were flogged. And one of those guys who were even flogged, he was like, his one, I think he had about 6 to 7 police officers surrounded him and then trying to push him into the car. After some few seconds, he definitely lose. He was just helpless and he fell off, and it was how the police decided to pull a bait and other things. And also, there was one of the officers, we tried to actually get that officer's name, where was one of the officers who was massively flogged by the protesters and later on actually went helpless. I'm still doubting whether he will definitely make it or not, but we pray to God that yes, indeed he makes it, but he definitely makes it. Because his condition was really bad yesterday. We were there and we saw exactly what went on when the guys attacked him, took up his pistol from him, flogged him massively. And then when his colleague came as police officer, for me, I thought he was one of those guys impersonating as police officer. In fact, his colleague did actually did justice to him, because the former manner in which he was dragged and also placed into the back of the pickup, he was trying to make his way to the front seat of the pickup, and then his colleague said, "No, get at the back." And then he was like, he was a place at the back of the pickup, and we tried taking his picture and other things, but the security actually blocking, and then they took him to the police headquarters. After just 2 minutes and other things, he was then rushed down, bleeding, in fact helpless. He was not able to walk. So we were like, what? Why is it that the police couldn't actually take their colleague to JFK or any nearby hospital, but instead? But we pray that yes, indeed, he comes to normality, because he has family and he was on duty doing the state work, and which is really exciting. It is really scary. I tell you, like of recent, Sierra Leone was about to experience another attempt of coup on November 26, 2024, and that's on that same day in 2023, that same November 26, it was the time the coup was actually plotted in Sierra Leone that failed. So, and one of those things that keep us moving is by the grace of God. And one of those things that kept Sierra Leone actually surviving this coup is because President Bio was in the military and served Sierra Leone, I think, for at most 6 months, and later on gave up power and he went into the military. So he understands how coup plotters actually carry on things, and understand what it takes as a military man to actually come up with certain, stuff. And we as Liberia or Liberian, and it's really, really scary. We have other countries around like Guinea, you have Burkina Faso, you have Central Africa as well, you have Chad, you have Sudan, you have other countries who have been captured by, military. What this is really signaling to us is really, really scary. And Liberia, we just from another civil war. We are not praying God for anything to happen. All of us have our family here and many more. So we pray that the security can really take charge. Right, this is getting out of hand from all indication. We pray that the security can definitely take charge. But how be it? Just to provide you a few synopsis. So just to provide you a few synopsis, Liberian government denied firearm bullet at Monday's protest. So yesterday, the police IG and the Ministry of Information kept saying that there was no bullet fire, but other media outlets like Front Page Africa and many other institutions said there were bullets that actually got fired. And I couldn't actually go into the tear gas to that extent yesterday because definitely we ourselves, despite we are journalists, but no news is actually worth dying for. So we're very mindful as to how to go about in collecting information. But we've been told that this is what's happening. And also, organizer of Tuesday bloody protest upgrade their demand, launches Boakai and Kun campaign step down. So see how this country is actually moving at this point. People are demanding that the vice president and the president should actually step down. Just at most a year, we haven't actually done anything. So the ECOWAS, AU, EU, American embassy, all of the international partners, it is time now to actually intervene. It is time to see how best we can have a successful dialogue and other things. And this one says former presidential Kalasco and others have been taken to the Monrovia Central Prison, and Kalasco being one of the heads. Yesterday he was arrested by the Liberian National Police, and then due to that arrest, President Weah was on his way to Ghana, but then immediately he actually reverted his decision and he's currently in country. We don't know what actually might be the next step, but on recent President Weah said he was going to march, and due to that, it actually came up with a serious alarm that led to ambassadors, other dignitaries, other partners in the country going to him, appealing to him that, do not march, because many said that he is a human magnet. It's definitely, when he comes into the street, the country will lock down and so many things will happen. And this one said, this morning, there was a serious fire outbreak at the Capitol building, and anytime soon I will definitely be getting there to bring you all of the information with regards to the fire incident at the Capitol building. But we've been told that the fire is really damaging the Capitol building. And this one says koffa call for investigation, and many are saying that the fire incident, according to news that we have gotten from DN News, Front Page Africa, Vision TV, and many other media outlets, that 3 persons was caught in Representative Frank Saah Foko's office, District Number 9 representative, and they said that they are currently ongoing investigation. And we've also been told that a bottle of chloride, a chloride bottle, it was also found with a gas in it. So, but then people said investigation will also go on. And this one said 3 individuals. Okay, I think I have spoken about this. So again, if you are following us from any part of the world, we want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Princess KD Kopo. You can like, share, and comment on our Facebook and YouTube page. So just to also re-highlight to you about countries in Africa that are really, that are being governed by militaries. Burkina Faso, you have Chad, you have Gabon, you have Guinea, you have Mali, you have Niger, you have Sudan. So this is really alarming for Africa. It is time for Africa to really stand up, and especially for Liberia to stand up. And there is this information flotation on social media as well, saying that the speaker used the word Alomo, and that word is it was used during the American Civil War and so many things. I think it constitutes partially a destructive event that occur that will definitely take place partially or by proportion and other things. Then so, but how be it, these are just suggested meaning of the word. So we will definitely make our way to the Capitol building to definitely bring you all of the major happenings. But as it stands, the country is not really in a good footing. Many are calling on, the security to step up that gear. Many are writing that Liberia is the only country we have. Therefore, let us maintain the peace. This is the only country that no one can be deported. But then the arrest of Kalasco has risen more tension. CDC came up with a press release last night that due to the arrest, definitely there will be a nationwide protest if Kalasco and others are not immediately, free by the government. But then we await as to what becomes next. On this note, again, I want to say goodbye for following this platform. I'm Princess Katie Couple. Definitely, we are making our way to the capital, Berlin, to bring you all of the major happenings in the country. Thank you for following.